Some things forgotten, some things remembered. Yeah, I'm just questioning myself and wondering what is going to happen next. I don't really know, but I hope it will be more hope of it all. Angry Man Fantasy Spare Viewer with a late review in Zero Chapter 228. I'll try to breeze through this quickly because, well, I'm just realizing I'm losing the passion. Well, I want to say passion of doing this, which is actually quite black and white given the fact that I wasn't really so good at this to begin with. Is the fact that, well, last time Shiki learned that Shura is Emperor and Laguna is the leader of the rebel army. Things are really different in the world, and everything else gets worse as well as Moscow leads the girl with the towels out and manages also to save Homera. We see a very strange scenario which raises a lot of questions. Is that she wishes she could help fight as well, but then she could be helped. And when she does, there's this brief mist that seems to imply that she has the ether gear of the Valkyrie, but implying she may know Valkyrie, but there's no either line in that one, or it's not known if this is just an illusion of it all. So I don't really know. Elsewhere, Sister fights off against Klein and Jin, wondering what is the trigger for remembering. For her, it was Rebecca getting kinky and Shiki and Wise after they met. And so Sister begins to fight a little bit more seriously, given the fact that Jin and Klein, she was their benefactor in the previous world. I mean, I've always thought it was Shiki, the one who always would make people remember the memories. But there seems to be some indications that is not exactly the case. Elsewhere, though, Rebecca fights off Daichi, the green one, and then things gets a little bit more, well, I want to say fanservice, but it's how it is. Rebecca can still enter her overdrive form now that she has the powers of the previous world back, but it is still well pointing out that, as Pino says, they may have the powers of the previous world and time, but their bodies cannot endure it. Basically, their bodies have not matured to handle the ether from years from now on. So now they're not so very strong in the moment. So Daichi tries to pull Rebecca into another torture technique, but then Rebecca, in an odd twist of fan service and badassery, begins to use the guns she has on her. When her memories of this world clash together with the memories of the previous world, it became clear though that she actually forgot the skills she had up until now, until when she gained back the skills of the old world. And one of them was that in the old world she always used Happy as guns because he was a robot. Now in this world Happy is no robot, so she had normal guns. And she has always used normal guns in the old world too. But because her memories of the old world merged with the new one, she forgot it. So she uses a fan service scene to deliver guns using new gun scenes together with the ether, and bounces off the many pain trees of Daichi. Even manages to connect him by, well, blasting up the cables, showing that while Rebecca may not fully be able to utilize the powers of the old world, it is true that in this world too, she still plays the video games and is good at shooting. Basically saying that if she cannot use the power she gained from the previous world, then she can at least use the skills she always had with her. Because she always had good eyesight to doing that. So yeah, she managed to win, which is a rather odd way, even for some strong fan service way, but it's how it works. Not a remarkable chapter, but at least seems to imply that Shiki is not the only one who is needed in order to revive everyone's memories. biggest question now comes that if their bodies are not strong enough to endure the ether that they gained from 3 years prior, then I am beginning to ask, then how can they even defeat the Edens one? Hell, how can they even defeat Shura and as well as Drakenjo and Poseidon Nero? Because if you think about it, yes, they did defeat Shura and Draken before, but that was only when Draken's ether went out of control and Shura was a barely made victory. If they had if their powers could endure what they had from many years prior, then technically breaching through these guys would be a breeze. But now it seems to imply because of their bodies are not able to handle everything else, they cannot breeze it through. So I really, really hope that will be solved. I want them to breeze through all these guys so they can get to the main threat already. Give me your thoughts if you have any.